What's going on, guys? Back at you guys with another presentation. In this video here, we're going to talk about how women love to deflect. Women love to deflect. And when I say deflect, I'm talking about, when I say deflect, I mean women love to blame men for everything. Women are always trying to deflect on men. That's what we're going to talk about in this presentation here. Women love to deflect on men. They love to blame all their problems on men. Women love blaming men for everything. You guys know that. Women love to deflect. Women are always deflecting because they don't want to take accountability for nothing. It's sad when you got women who love to deflect on men. They like to blame men for everything because they can't be a woman and just woman up and just accept their flaws. You know, women always try to call the character flaws out of men, but they don't want to look in the mirror and hold themselves accountable for their own bad choices, for choosing the worst type of dudes. Like I said in my last presentation, women got a lot of work to do. You can't live your whole life deflecting on men. You can't live your whole life blaming men for this, blaming men for that. You gotta be a woman and you gotta take accountability for your own bad deeds. But women don't wanna do that. They don't wanna do that. Women don't wanna be held accountable, but you wanna deflect all your problems on men. You got some women who been done wrong by men and they wanna deflect and blame all men for their problems. No, you chose the men you chose. See, women don't like accountability. There again, they don't like accountability. Women deflect all the time on men. They always deflecting. It's time to stop deflecting and it's time to look at the person in the mirror. It's time to look at the woman that's in the mirror. Women try to make it seem like they do no wrong. They try to make it seem like they're not shallow, like they just these good people. And it's time out for that. It's time out for that. It really is. Women need to woman up. That's what women need to do. They need to woman up. They need to stop making it seem like it's men all the time. Stop making it seem like it's men all the time. Stop making it seem like men who are not wanted is their fault. No, if a man is not wanted, it's not his fault. It's you guys' fault because you women are choosing the worst type of guys. It's funny how they try to blame certain men who are not being chosen by women, but yet you got women getting pregnant by thugs, hood ninjas, all kind of bad people. Why don't you women take accountability for your bad decisions? If a man is not being chosen by women, if a man is not being selected, how is it his fault? It's the shallow nature of these women. But see, people always want to tell a man that if he not being chosen, that it's his fault to why he not being chosen. No, it's not. No, it's not. Women are shallow. And women, they try to make it seem like they open to dating all men. You're not open to dating all men. You only open to dating a certain percentage of men. And see, women, women are they're never challenged for their choices in men. They never have nobody to challenge they behind on the men that they choose to procreate with. You got women out here, they have kids with dudes that don't work. They don't have nothing going for them. There are men like that. I see plenty of stories online. Dudes who have nothing going for them, but yet they got multiple baby mamas. And you got women that'll tell guys like myself, oh, you got to get your finances together. You got women, they'll tell dudes who are not wanted, oh, you got to get your money right in order for me to talk to you. Well, why? You give all these bums children. See, women don't like accountability, and they always want to deflect. They always want to make excuses for their bad decisions. It's time to woman up. It's time to woman up. Women are always making excuses for their bad decisions when it comes to men. Just admit you're shallow. That'll make a lot of guys feel good. And people need to stop making it seem like men who are not chosen by women, people need to stop making it seem like it's their fault. If a man is not being chosen, it's not his fault. It's the women's fault. You know, because women are too daggone shallow. And women have a whole bunch of options when it comes to men. You know, and women are never told to lower their standards. Women are never told to humble themselves. You know, it's like people always want to tell men what they need to do, but they don't never tell women what they need to do. And all women do is deflect. That's all women do is deflect. They always want to deflect and blame all their problems on men. It's always the man's fault, right? A man is the one who always got to fix himself, but women don't never have to fix their actions. Get out of here. I ain't trying to hear it. And men who are not being chosen, people need to stop telling them that it's their fault to why they're not being chosen. No, it's not. It's these shallow women who have too many standards. You know, they got too many standards. You know, women got too many standards. And see, women try to make it seem like they'll like a man for himself. I never believed that a woman could like a man for himself, because a narcissist don't have the ability to love. Women are narcissists. Narcissists only care about themselves. I don't believe a woman can love a man unconditionally. I never forget, my dad told me, a woman will never love you for you. I never understood why they tell certain dudes, oh, just be yourself, man. What if the man that God made you is not enough? You might not be enough for a woman. So people need to just cut the cap, man. And women need to stop deflecting. Stop making it seem like all of the problems in the world are men. It's always men that's the problem. No, it's not. Women need to stop being so shallow. You know, I feel personally, this is just my personal opinion, but I know it wouldn't matter to women. Women should have sex with men they feel are unattractive. I feel women should get with men they feel are ugly. I feel women should get with men that they don't feel no attraction for. I feel these are the men that women should choose. But you know what? You know what? Women are not gonna choose men that they're not attracted to. They're not gonna do that. Women gonna go for the dude that they like. They gonna go for the dude that's famous. They gonna go for the dude that got money. They gonna go for the dude that they feel is attractive at the end of the day. That's who they gonna go for. You know, women are gonna choose the man that they like when it's all said and done. You know, that's just who they gonna choose. Women, it's just in them to be that way. A woman would never choose a man that she's not attracted to at all. They're not gonna choose nobody like that. You know, so women just need to stop deflecting all the time. Stop blaming men for all your problems. Stop making it seem like it's always the man's fault. And woman up. Women need to learn how to woman up. They tell men to man up. Women need to woman up. Be a woman. Stop being so shallow. You know? But they don't never tell men, they don't never tell women what they need to do. That's the thing that bothers me. You know? That's the one thing that bothers me, is how they always tell men what they need to do, but women act like they can do no wrong. They act like they never wrong. And they choose the worst type of men. That's what bothers me. Stop deflecting, making it seem like it's men all the time. Because that's all women like to do, is deflect. They like to deflect, blame men for everything, because they can't woman up and just admit that they shallow. They can't, women can never admit their flaws. They can never admit their flaws. Women can never admit when they're wrong. They can never admit when they're out of line. They always gotta blame somebody else for their problems. That's the thing that irritates me with women. They never can take accountability for nothing, but they just wanna deflect and blame men for everything. It's men that's always the problem, right? It's never y'all. It's never women, right? In the mind of a woman, it's never them. In their mind, they feel that it's never them that's the problem. Women always want to blame everybody else for their problem instead of taking accountability for their own issues. See, women, they got to stop doing this. Women got to stop blaming men for everything. There comes a point where you got to look at your own self and stop being so doggone shallow. But you guys have a good one. It's not always the man's fault. But that's all I got to say. You guys have a good one. Talk to you soon.